Welcome to your new UniSlide Kit, the easy-to-fit hardware kit that works on Apollo, EnviroRail and SpectaRail. This guide will cover what is a modular gate, what's included and installation of your new UniSlide Kit. All three ranges are known as modular, which means the gate leafs are universally handed. This allows the installer to choose their preferred side to hang the gate and also determine which face to make the inside and outside. This allows two single gate leafs to be put together to create a double leaf gate set. All three ranges use the same mounting bracket for the UniSlide Kit. They have been designed to work on single leaf gates up to 3 meters in width and double leaf gates up to 6 meters in width. Please note, gates wider than this will come with UniSlide heavy-duty kits. The single UniSlide kit includes a retainer plate, a guide plate, a slider, a handle set with fixings, a 2.5mm hex key, 2 plastic ribbed plugs, 4 M8 shear nuts, 2 M8 by 65mm bolts for EnviroRail, 2 M8 by 75mm bolts for Apollo and SpectaRail, 2 M8 by 90mm bolts for 80mm catch posts and 2 M8 by 110mm bolts for 100mm catch posts. These components are known as UniSlide Single Leaf Kit A. The double UniSlide kit includes a retainer plate, a guide plate, a slider, a handle set with fixings, a 2.5mm hex key, 8 plastic ribbed plugs, 4 M8 shear nuts, 4 M8 by 65mm bolts for EnviroRail and 4 M8 by 75mm bolts for Apollo and SpectaRail. Note, there is no catch post on a double kit, so no longer bolts are required. These components are known as UniSlide Double Leaf Kit A. The UniSlide Single Leaf Lock Plate kits come with a branded lock plate for a single gate. There is also a slam plate provided in this kit. Please note, the slam plate for the Apollo gates comes as a separate kit known as Kit C. The UniSlide Double Leaf Lock Plate kits come with a branded lock plate for the nominated slider leaf and a plain blank plate for the secondary gate leaf, to prevent a foothold. The UniSlide Single Assembly Kit A and B is designed for a gate set where the slider will be received into a catch post. It's essential the branded plate is installed on the outside of the gate and the slider is on the inside. You will notice an unused slot in the lock plate. This is due to the handing chosen on site. The main difference in the UniSlide double assembly is the additional blank locking plate for the secondary gate leaf, complete with additional fixings for the second leaf. To install the UniSlide single leaf assembly, start by inserting the slider bolt through the outer edge slot of the locking plate. Retract the slider bolt and insert the 4 location tabs into the 4 receivers in your gate frame. Feed the slider fully out and locate the guide plate over the slider bolt. Remember, the guide plate has the short slot. Secure the assembly into position using the supplied M8 by 75mm bolts and shear nuts through the gate frame. For security, shear the nuts using a buzz gun and 17mm socket. To assemble the handle, feed the threaded handle from the outside of your lock plate and ensure the female handle goes on the inside. Tighten clockwise and secure with the 2 supplied M5 grub screws. On the catch post, place the retainer plate over the vertical slot and secure using the 90mm bolts if using an 80mm post. Or, if using a 100mm post, use the 110mm bolts. Secure with shear nuts and shear off using a buzz gun and 17mm socket. To install the UniSlide double leaf assembly, start by inserting the slider bolt through the outer edge slot of the locking plate. Retract the slider bolt and insert the 4 location tabs into the 4 receivers in your gate frame. Feed the slider fully out and locate the guide plate over the slider bolt. Remember, the guide plate has the short slot. Secure the assembly into position using the supplied M8 by 75mm bolts and shear nuts through the gate frame. For security, shear the nuts using a buzz gun and 17mm socket. To assemble the handle, feed the threaded handle from the outside of your lock plate and ensure the female handle goes on the inside. Tighten clockwise and secure with the 2 supplied M5 grub screws. For the secondary gate leaf, place the retainer plate on the outside edge and locate the 4 location tabs of the blank locking plate into the 4 receivers. Secure the assembly with 2 more M8 by 75mm bolts and shear off the nuts. Remember, to padlock your gate, this should be done through the primary leaf.